Cloud. Fabulous. So welcome to my 5 business mistakes health coaches make when starting their own business. And I wish I had this when I first became a health coach, but that was in the year 2000. And if everybody could mute their computer, that would be great, just so we get a nice, clean, clear line. I'm going to admit Heidi and admit Cindy here. Yep, great. And I'm going to give you a lot of resources today. So this is very practical, which is also why I like to see you all in a meeting versus a webinar. And I am going to share my screen. So get ready to be on a roller coaster here, because we have got a lot of content to cover. And I kind of wish I could admit, okay, Sheila, I see you there. It's because, okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. If I make you a host, yep, and then you'll keep an eye out on the waiting room, that would be great. I'm going to make you a co-host, yeah. Yep. So you should be able to admit people from the waiting room that way, shouldn't you, Sheila? I think.
I am checking to see where the waiting room is.
So a little pop-up happens, and you'll see.
So I don't see anything, not even under more.
Yeah,
I
one's
do have security now, so enable waiting room is on there. I imagine that it will let me know.
No one's in the waiting room yet at this moment. Okay. So let's go back to our beginning. All right. So we have participants can see the screen. So we got the screen going. All right. So in case you don't know me, but most of you do because somehow you found your way to this webinar, and it's always good for you to know who your presenter is and their background. And most of you know I went to medical school in Australia, Sydney, Australia, and then I moved to the United States and I did a master's degree in psychology. I actually founded my own wellness business in 1997, which is a long time ago. And I became a health coach 23 years ago when it was just starting. And boy, has this field just taken off ever since. And I actually did a few coaching trainings. One, okay, Sheila, do you see that one? Do you see that waiting room person?
Yes.
Okay, and you're able to do it. Fabulous. So I can stop worrying about that. Good. Thank you. Teamwork, love it. I went to IIN, Institute for Integrative Nutrition, in 2012. So that's a while ago too. And I created WellPro International, which is a team of wellness professionals where we all work together collaboratively. And this is going to be one of the mistakes a lot of people make when they start out as a wellness coach. They think it's called the Lone Ranger syndrome, and they think you can just do it all yourself. And I'm here to say you can't. You get burnt out, and you need a team. You need a collaborative community. And that's what WellPro continues to be for me. And I put this with a little tongue in cheek. The National Wellness Institute is one of the organizations that made the biggest impact on my career when I first spoke there 20-something years ago. Also a great community. And they awarded me a Lifetime Achievement Award for wellness in 2017. I almost said, you can't give me this. I'm not done yet. I got still too much to do. So I am committed to this. I don't believe in the word retirement. This is my passion. This is my calling. I will always do this, but I do have a big why, and I do share this photo. My big why, we all need a why, is my first grandson, who is now 5 months old. This was just taken about a week or so ago. And I want the world to be different for him. And I'm sure you all, if any of you are parents, grandparents, you have nieces, you have children, you know the passion for leaving the world a better place. And in my case, it's the healthcare industry a better place. And that's my big passion, to be part of this creating health movement while living a balanced life. Because part of what I'm doing tonight is to help you not be burnt out by helping you focus, doing the things that really work and less of the things that don't work. So we're going to look at the 5 mistakes, and we've got your little workbook here that you can write them down so you can refer back to them, and an action plan for each one. Because as a good coach, of course, I would give you an action plan. And then I'm going to, for the very first time, I'm going to offer something I've never offered before for the people that really resonate with me and my team, and thinking about what help and support you might want to take part of. But I also have a lot of resources for you generally, so get ready. I love this. I saw this in the Health and Vitality. I think I saw it online. I went through the medical system, so I know the role doctors play still in the disease modality, which is very important. But changing behaviors that lead to changing the chronic disease epidemic is not going to happen with doctors. Doctors are not enough. And that's part of why the healthcare revolution is going to involve us as health coaches. And when I asked you, when you registered and I asked you, what are some of your main challenges? It was really interesting because there were some common themes. A lot of people are brand new, just did their certification. And welcome to all the Dr. Sears coaches, because I know there are a lot of you, because I'm part of the faculty of the Dr. Sears training program. And you do all this training and then it's like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? How do I start a business? And I wish this content or a version of this content was part of every coaching training, because you have to learn how to set up a business. And a lot of people, of course, want to attract clients. They have a limited budget, so they want to spend all this money on a website and lots of money setting up before you even get your first client. And I don't suggest you do that. I'm going to show you the baby steps. Someone said everything. I'm like, everything, just overwhelming. Online technology, a lot of people talked about social media and like, where do I start with this? So we'll address that. Marketing, promoting. Okay, so in your little workbook where you see mistake number 1, I want you to write here on key takeaways. You'll see the key takeaways, and just write mistake number 1, trading time for dollars. Okay, I'm just going to have a look at, if everybody could mute out their computer, that'd be great. Oh, Sheila, you can look at that too, if you would, to mute. Thank you for all your help. Yes, just mute everybody. That's fabulous. There's another one. Mute. Yep, just keeps a nice clear line for everyone. Okay, trading time for dollars. What does this mean? This means that we need to get financially savvy. When we come out of a certification, whatever it is, we want to change the world. I get that. But the first thing is to understand the best way to have money flowing by diversifying your business. And I hope most of you have heard of the cash flow quadrant. This needs to be, in my opinion, part of coaching training, to understand this Robert Kiyosaki cash flow quadrant. And this, most of us have been in at least 3 of these quadrants, and we can be in more than one. But I'll just give myself as an example. When I first moved to the United States and I got a job in the healthcare industry, I became an employee. I had a job, there was a job description, there was a salary, everything was laid out for me. Now, a lot of people, that's fine for them because they want the structure, they want to work for someone else. That suits them. I'm not a good employee because I want to color outside the box. I want to do things that maybe I'm not allowed to do as an employee. Oh, so guess what? I became a health coach and I became self-employed. So I had my own business. Now, that's great. You think you have freedom, but you really don't, because now you own a job. And if you don't show up to that job, you don't get paid. There is no PTO. There's no paid time off for John in Australia. PTO. There's no vacation leave. There's no sick leave because we are the business. So be very careful when you become self-employed, because this is the fast track to burnout. And then you do everything in your business. Now, I am self-employed and I also am a business owner. So over here on the right side of the cash flow quadrant, which is where all the money is made. So you'll see the first little sentence says, most time and financial freedom happens on the right side of the cash flow quadrant. When you have a system, and I'm going to give you examples of what systems would be. We are still in the wellness business, but we have introduced systems that run without us necessarily being there all the time. And that system allows money to flow even when you may not be trading the time for dollars. And then when you get enough money, you can actually become an investor and get some, for example, real estate. And real estate is great because it appreciates, it's a long-term investment. And I certainly have that as well. So I'm in all these three quadrants, except I'm not an employee of anyone anymore, ever. So, but a lot of people, when they first start their wellness business, have a job, and then they start, I certainly did. I had a job for a while I built my business. So don't think all or nothing. Think about the percentages in each of these quadrants, because most people are on the left side of the quadrant, either employee or self-employed. But all the financial freedom happens on the right side of the quadrant. And tonight, I hope you can get in your mind some business systems that are simple enough for you to set up that will help you. And again, if you've just come out of coaching training, this might be all new to you and you think, oh my gosh, that sounds so complex, but I'm going to break it down very simply. Most time and financial freedom happens on the right side of the cash flow quadrant. And the idea is to work smarter, not harder. I have a little grandbaby and I want to spend as much time with him as possible. So I become really sharply focused in my work so that I can spend time with him, time with my work, time with him. And we get, because we can, and that's part of what's beautiful about being self-employed, is that we can make some choices around our time. And this multiple streams of income, so important. I cannot reinforce it enough. The caveat is that the multiple streams of income all align very authentically with who you are, your vision, your values, and your business. So there are certain things like I would not become a franchise owner, for example, McDonald's, because that's not in alignment with my vision. Someone is, and that's good for them. But all these multiple streams of income flow into integrity with who you are. And that helps. I mean, I was so glad during the COVID epidemic when speaking, for example, speaking is a fee-for-service part of what I do, where I speak at a conference or an organization, I get a fee. And of course, everything shut down. So I did a few webinars, but speaking income certainly contracted. But I was able to spend more time on my virtual business, my Zoom, which luckily I had done way before COVID hit. So you want to be kind of able to navigate different parts of your business at different times of your life. So here's an example. So on the left side of the quadrant are all the self-employed fee-for-service trading time for dollars, because with my one-on-one coaching, I show up, I do coaching, I get a fee. I have to be there to do that. So one-on-one coaching, speaking, webinars, consulting, my nutrigenomic testing, many of you have done that, where there's a fee, then we do it. It's a one-time thing, groups, retreats. So I do all of this still. And what I keep flowing in my business are these turnkey duplicatable systems. And for me, again, you've got to do what's right for you. One of my systems, which is every month I run a Sugar Buster group. And it's a 5-day Sugar Buster group. And I'm going to share a little bit more about that, how it works. It's consistent. My clients expect it. Maybe they don't do it this month, but I'm going to do it in a few months. So it flows. It happens on a regular basis. It's a system. I have a Gut Matters program, an online program that is online, self-paced, and someone signs up for it, does it themselves, and bingo, I don't have to be physically present the whole time. And then the big buzzword, of course, in the wellness industry is affiliate marketing. And yes, I have a variety of affiliate marketing associations and partnerships, and I highly recommend you do too. And you choose ones, again, that are in alignment with your values in your business. So nutritional products, I have a few companies that I align with, one particularly that I align with that I use for some of my online programs, nutritional products. I have direct lab testing because of the importance of people knowing their biomarkers and how expensive labs are. So I have affiliation with that. Amazon, I mean, most of us probably are Amazon affiliates, don't make much money, but it's something that you can certainly engage if you would like, and other wellness products that are aligned with who you are. So for some people, it's a hard transition over to here, to the affiliate marketing, but I'm here. It all fits together. It all makes also your offerings to your clients more robust. You have more to share. And if you certainly go to my website and go into resources, the resources page, I got a lot of free resources there, and that'll give you an idea of the expansiveness of the different offerings that I have. Oh, here's an example. So I put this up. The way that I see it is, and one of the questions that people asked is, how do I engage more clients? How do I get more clients? Well, first of all, you've got to engage with people so they know what you do so they can interact with you. And everybody's different. So this is my website. I just had it updated earlier this year, where under programs, if I push that button, you'll see these are many different ways someone can engage with me. It's the sugar cleanse I do regularly, the gut program. They can book a session, the direct lab testing, the genetic testing. So there's different offerings. And this is what I mean by diversity in your business. Yes, if you're a coach and you're doing one-on-one coaching, that's great. We love doing that. Expand your offerings, and you can just expand it one little thing at a time. It doesn't have to be, I mean, I've been doing this a long time, so I've been expanding over the years, but I'm going to suggest to you maybe the first little baby step you can take to expand. Okay, so what I'd like, oh, there's Ankita, yay, Ankita's in. I have a poll here, what I find, okay. I would like you, if you can see my little poll that's popped up, could you answer this poll? Do you have multiple income streams in your business? I'm just really interested to know, now that we've talked about that, do you have multiple income streams? So I can tell here how many have answered it here. 75% of people are saying yes so far, 25% say no. So it always gives me a good idea of where you are with this topic. For those people that just jumped on, we're talking about multiple streams of income, diversity in your income. So I'm going to, if you get some time to answer, see, I don't know if people are seeing that poll. I'm going to share the results here. So if you can see this, we had a small amount that answered. So get ready for the polls, because I'm going to have polls throughout, and it's lovely, a way to engage each other. 75% of people said yes, 25% of people said no. So a lot of you are certainly moving towards that direction, which is great. Okay, mistake number 2 in your workbook. Follow the Lone Ranger syndrome. So I talked about this earlier when I talked about collaboration and cooperation. I have this beautiful saying that community equals immunity. And it equals immunity in many ways. Immunity from burnout, immunity, physical health. We know relationships support our immune system, if we want to get that literal, but we're talking about business here. So community equals immunity in giving up or feeling defeated, because you come together and you just collaborate and share and talk about what you're doing and what's working, what's not working. And this picture is in 2005. So if I count the years, I don't know how I count the years, 18 years ago. This was my first opening, I would say, to community, because Dr. Christiane Northrup, I had followed when I was in medical school, and all her work, expanding, coloring outside the lines. And she was the one that came together to create this wellness collaboration way back in 2005. And Dr. Deb Kern and I have continued the legacy on. So I'm just so grateful to mentors. Mentors are very powerful. And now look at our team. Because of that one connection, we have a fabulous collaborative team. Some of these are on here tonight. And I, back then, decided to set some requirements for my business. And I just kind of got quiet with myself and thought, having been an employee and not really wanting to be an employee, number one was I didn't want to employ any employees because managing people took a lot of time. I see there's an extra S and E in there. And I didn't want to have a boss. I wanted no set hours. I didn't want to pay for an office. I've done really all my coaching virtually. I did it on the phone to start with until Zoom came along, and I've been doing Zoom forever and I love it. And I wanted a unlimited income potential based on what I put into my business. Great tax advantages. That's the thing about being self-employed. OMG. Great tax advantages. And I help people on my team really start from scratch about tracking that because there's great tax advantages. Travel opportunities, low overhead. I wanted community. I wanted mentorship. And I wanted education being the primary driver of my business, health education, because I want to change the system. So that might be something you can kind of reflect on as you're moving into your business and really getting clear. Do you want an office where you're paying rent and waiting for people to come? Or can you set up your office where you live now and set up your automation so that you can get started with your clients? So in your handout, you can see I have 4 benefits of a mentor, and you can fill these out in your workbook if you like. Blind spots you cannot see yourself. Strengths, perhaps you haven't developed yet. We all have them, but sometimes we don't see them ourselves. Confidence to get through the hard times, and focus to stay on track, because a mentor will be your accountability partner, will help you with what to spend most time with, which I'm going to make a big call to action tonight about a concept of focus. And if you're spending a lot of time on social media, a lot of time, then what I have to say tonight might change the amount of time you spend on social media. Okay, so let's have a look at my second poll. Back. Okay, let me see. If you could see this, do you have a community to support you in your business? And that would include a mentor, a group, a collaborative group that you feel that can really be that community equals immunity. I'm so interested to know. So 64% said yes. I see some of you on here because we are all part of that same community. And 38% so far. Thank you. We've got lots of people answering the poll. So thank you for doing that. 38% said no. So perhaps tonight that might change things, because I'm going to make an offer that I haven't made before. So let's see. Oh, good. 77% of people did the poll. So, okay, I'm going to end the poll and share the results. Share the results. Yes. So you can see there, 60% said yes, yay, and 40% said no. So the big message in this mistake in your little box here, you might write down the support. Find a supportive, collaborative community. I cannot stress that enough as your buffer against the inevitable stresses of having your own business. Inevitable. The times you just want to give up and think, I'm just going to get a job because it seems a lot easier. So find a community. So important. All right. Oh, and Ankita, let me see. There you are. Is this a good time, Ankita, or do you want me to wait? Okay. I see you there. I see you there.
Hi, Dr. Karen.
There
this is
you
a
are.
good time.
Yay, yay. So Anka, just to introduce you. So Ankita is a Dr. Sears trained coach and a national board certified coach. Yay, congratulations. And has been on my team for, I lost track, a couple of years. And I just wanted her to share with you just what it is like to be part of a community, and for you to get to meet her, because she's amazing.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Karen. I know it's so wonderful to be able to share with everybody how much I've benefited with being part of your team, your community, and having you as my mentor, Dr. Karen. Although, as being part of the community, like, as you suggested, that whenever I feel that I'm going to give up, I think I look at everybody else in the community and I get the strength from them and the programs that we can offer. The best part was the programs that I can, not just one-on-one programs that I could offer, but I could infuse the group coaching into my business model. And that has saved me time and has given me the opportunity to actually make good money. And I needed the money to sustain as a health coach. So the Sugar Buster program is so wonderfully set up, Dr. Karen. I highly, highly recommend the coaches to give it a try. It is the best holistic way to come forward and give your clients a rapid relief, because sometimes the clients are not willing to sign you in for a 3-month or a 6-month contract because not very many people understand how the health coaches work. But when you bring them a very short program, a very effective program for 5 days, it works magic for them. And the other, I think I want to encourage people who are setting up their business to come as, Dr. Karen, I'm not sure if you talked about the Pro Affiliate program, which includes your mentorship, being part of the community, and also the one program, the Clear the Way program, which tackles the gut issues, which I absolutely love. So becoming a Pro Affiliate is absolutely something that I would highly, highly suggest my peers to come in and at least hear about it.
Thank you, Ankita. No, I haven't mentioned it. I'm going to mention it at the end. So I know you love the Clear the Way program, and as coaches, we know the power of the gut. The gut is linked to everything. And if someone was to make their own program, it would be so, so expensive. So it's so nice to be able to partner and utilize these programs. And I see all those clouds behind you. Whoa, you got some weather there. I see.
Yes.
Yay, yay.
I know the car is nice and warm. The wind is quite strong outside in California. Great weather to have in California.
Thank you for coming on. I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go back to gallery view.
Thank you, Dr. Karen. Thank you for having me.
Yes, I put you in speaker view so that I could see you, just you. Yay. Oh. So, yeah, and I'll certainly talk a little bit more about what Ankita was talking about at the end. So I just wanted you to meet her. So mistake number 3. Ankita talked about the Sugar Buster program and the Clear the Way program. These are turnkey, duplicatable campaigns. This is what I was talking to you about on the right side of the cash flow quadrant, where they're business systems. And many of you might have them already. If you don't, it can be very expensive, of course, to set a fancy one up. So sometimes it's good just to start simply. Doesn't have to be big. So if you look at mistake number 3, no turnkey duplicatable systems, you'll see, you can fill in the blanks. A confused mind always says no. A clear plan has better results. And I think you know as a coach, if you make your offerings too complicated, they'll do nothing. The analysis, the paralysis of analysis. Gotta keep it simple. And I heard this great saying too, if you confuse them, you're going to lose them. Please know this in any wellness business. And we all do it because we got so much we want to offer that it's too much. You overwhelm people. So you got to keep it simple. And I really believe that's why my Sugar Buster program works so well. It's only 5 days. It's simple. Anyone can do anything for 5 days. And it's a way for people to start engaging with me. So don't think you're kind of selling out because you're doing kind of a short program. It's just a way for people to begin engaging with you. That's all you want, to develop a relationship. So after the end of something little, they'll say, well, what else do you have? And they'll be interested in learning more about your offerings by starting simple. I know a lot of you offer a discovery call, a free discovery call. That is a fabulous way to begin the engagement, to begin a connection. Don't think, oh my gosh, but I'm not getting paid. Well, you're building trust. So the features of a good business system, simple, team leverage. So again, don't just think it's you. When you're part of a community, you can all participate in this little program. And don't think it's competition, because the way I operate in my business is from an abundance mentality, that there's so much to go around, that by coming together and collaborating, we can all showcase where our gifts and talents. And so people can decide who and where they want to work. So leverage your connection. And duplicatable, you can do it over and over and over. Just like a teacher, that first year is tough teaching, but then you've got the curriculum, you do it over and over and over. You make revisions, most certainly, to keep it exciting. And then testimonials, so important. So this is your business system. So the one I use is the Sugar Buster that I keep talking about. And I just use that because it's tried and true. It works. And I keep doing what works and stop doing what doesn't work. So I have a simple flyer I'm making Canva. Hopefully you all use Canva. And I still use the free version of Canva. Simple to make a little flyer. This is actually, I'm in the middle of a Sugar Buster right now. Day 4 was today. Tomorrow is the final day. And it's just 5 days. I make a little flyer and everyone on my team can promote it and invite people. And then I have different, this is what I mean by collaboration. These are the topics each day. Now, if you could do this with the gut, if say, let's just do an example. If you're interested in gut health, you do a different topic every day. So what we're doing, even though we're doing a Sugar Buster and someone they're actually doing a cleanse, we're giving them all of these fabulous wellness topics that go way outside of just food. We did heart math. Michelle did a heart math biofeedback training. Tammy yesterday did a heart chakra opening with Reiki. And today we did chair yoga. And tomorrow we do a Foodie Friday. So they're great topics, and it's beautifully, we do it on Zoom and come together like we are here, and we're all engaging with each other. We're all uplifting our wellness, and we are getting healthy at the same time. So that's an example, simple. And I do it every single month, different topics. And so you become known for that. It's kind of like your signature program. And then I made this testimonial little flyer in Canva too. And this is not my core strength, but Canva offers all of these things for free. So a little testimonial from our wonderful Peggy, got a before and after photo. So this is a testimonial for my Sugar Buster program. So I put this on social media. I share it in my newsletter so people can read about what I'm doing. And if it's right for them, they'll engage. The most important thing is how passionate I am about the topic. And I keep doing it. In January, I was so surprised that we didn't have many people. I thought, oh, January, it'll be like a big one. But turned out there weren't so many in January. And then this month, we have over 11 people attending live and many more listening to the recordings every day. So that's an example. And then more before and afters. I always ask for before and afters so that we can use these as we're educating about signature health campaigns. And then there's a Facebook group just for this program, private Facebook group. We're up to nearly 900 members now. And we put recipes and we keep the community engaged. So that's an example of a simple signature program aligned with what you're passionate about. That's the key. So I think I have a poll next. So here comes another poll. I'm so interested in, do you have a signature health campaign? Here you are on this webinar about wellness business. Do you have a signature health campaign? And if you could just say yes or no, then we can, I can get an idea of where you guys are with okay, so most people so far are saying no, which means what I'm sharing with you is very helpful, because I cannot stress enough. Just doing one-on-one coaching and expecting people to sign up for your big program is not enough. You've got to pull back and engage with people in simpler ways, small ways, and lead into your bigger program. Some people will buy the big program. That's great. But people want to engage with you first in smaller ways. So, do you guys see the results of that poll? I think do you see it up on the screen now, the results? Yeah, thanks, Sherry, I see it. So 93% said no, 7% said yes. So, okay, we know on your little action plan here, look into signature health campaigns. Okay. So let's look at our next one. Mistake number 4, moving right along. Oh, this is a big one. This is a big one. So just can sit up in my seat here so that I make sure that you hear this, because I'm very passionate about this and I have a big message to tell you about this. Think about this. If social media is the cocktail party, everybody's gathered around chit-chatting, you know, cocktail parties, you don't have really deep conversation. You're just kind of meeting people. And personally, they drive me crazy because small talk is not it's very hard for me. Social media is the cocktail party. Then the email marketing is the let's meet up for coffee. Let's have a deeper conversation. Let's really meet our authentic selves, the original one-on-one channel. So that's why email marketing, your email list, this mistake, failure to focus on your email list. And for a lot of people, it's because they're busy, so busy on social media, scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, where if you spent some of that time on building your email list, you would be so much further along. So email remains significantly more effective way to acquire customers than social media. Now, I'm not saying social media is wrong, bad. You just choose your lane and be mindful of your time. Yes, I'm on social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. But I'm on social media because it's the cocktail party, because I really want to have people leave social media and join me on my own real estate, which is my email list and the places I hang out most. Now, if you don't have an email provider or you don't know what I'm talking about, then there are many around. MailChimp is the one I use, and it's free up to a certain number of subscribers, which is great when you first start out. ConvertKit, Constant Contact, Flowdesk, there's many of them. You choose an email provider, and then you don't need to. I suggest, because we're in the health education realm, and again, I'm speaking from my business and what I'm passionate about, which is health education, and my guess is you are too, because you're here with me. Focus on value-based marketing. So this would be in your mistake 4 in your workbook, and the work. Thanks, Sheila, for posting the workbook, because I saw some people were saying, where's the workbook? Yeah, and it was way up the top of the chat. So it's in the chat box. Focus on value-based marketing to build trust. Value-based marketing. What does that mean? When I do newsletters, I focus on sharing information that is valuable. For example, I did a newsletter about if, as women, when we go to have our mammogram, to make sure if we have dense breasts, to actually ask for an ultrasound, because there's research to show that mammograms are not 100% effective with dense breast tissue. So that's just an example. Focus on value for our clients. If everyone could put their, again, just remind everyone to go on mute. Here we go. That'd be great. Okay, so you also want to repurpose content, and that's also in your handout. Repurpose content many times. I don't have to come up with different content for every platform. I'll write a blog, then I'll write a newsletter that links to the blog, then I'll put the blog into LinkedIn, then I'll put it on social media, so that you've got one piece of content many times. And right now I'm focusing kind of once a month on a theme. And I get excited about the theme. Again, I think that's really important, to have that emotional connection to your work. And have you all heard of lead magnets? This is lingo. How do you get people into your email list? That's where the lead magnet comes in, to offer something of value. And to get the lead magnet, get the valuable tool, they give you your email, which links into this email marketing, whether it's MailChimp or Constant Contact. That's what a lead magnet is. Now, it doesn't have to be fancy. If recipes are your thing, you could have a PDF, 2-page PDF on, say, holiday recipes, if you want to do a special one around that. And everyone loves recipes. And then you, in that email provider, they show you how to develop a landing page. A landing page is that page where people have to click on to get the recipes. The email goes into your email provider. or 5 ways to, depending on what your business is positioned around. Or of course, ebooks. Now, ebooks don't have to be big and fancy. I certainly have some big and fancy ones, but they don't have to be, but aligned with what your vision in your business is. So many of you have already got my ebook, Gut Matters. So you've experienced this, where now this is a beautiful ebook. I think this is my biggest, most successful lead magnet because it's absolutely beautiful. It's like 50 pages. I had someone design it. Beautiful. And it's all to do with the gut, which of course I'm very passionate about. If you haven't and you want to experience it, you can go to the landing page, which is down here, drkarenwolf.org/gut matters. That's called a landing page. You land on that page, and to get the ebook, you put your email in, you'll get the ebook, and then you get a series of automations about the ebook. And that's just here. I'm here tonight to help you with your business. And if seeing how I do it helps you, because it really is helpful to have a mentor that's doing these things and to be able to experience how they're doing it. So many of you are on this webinar because you got this ebook and you get my newsletters and you learned about this webinar. So think about that stream. That's what you want to set up in your business, to have a lead magnet aligned with who you are in your business. And then people want it. So then you can keep sharing great, valuable information through your e-newsletter. This is an example of a landing page where you put your name, email. I like to know where people came from, just helpful. Like, how'd you hear about me? It's really interesting to see. Okay, so I'm so interested. You probably know what I'm going to ask now. So the final poll of the night is, do you have a lead magnet to grow your email list? Do you have a lead magnet to grow your email list? Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you for answering. We've got really good participation tonight. I am shocked. I am shocked that 69% don't have a lead magnet. So I'm also really glad that you came on tonight, because I'm sharing with you the most important things to do in your business when you start, or like me, 20 years later. Email list, email list, email list, lead magnet, newsletter, so important. So hopefully I've got the wheels turning. Now, I also have a little special, I know it's February, it's Heart Health Month. So some of you know that my Gut Matters ebook, which many of you know and love, I license it, very small cost, because I want you to be successful. And this book has been the most successful lead magnet I've ever done. Normally it's $297 US. Now that's a one-time cost, one time, just one, where it's your book, your email address, your picture, as if it's your book. And then you get automated emails to also adapt into your MailChimp or Constant Contact. So I'm going to be offering this for $50 off just for the month of February. But what you have to do is send an email. Do you see that email here? Because this doesn't go through the regular channels, it's because you're on the webinar and you get the $50 off. gutmatters1@gmail.com. That's just an email that you can send to Teresa, is the gal that arranges all the books to make them look beautiful with your photo and your email. And that goes to her. It's just an interest, if you're interested, and then she'll send you information about it. Because making a lead magnet can be very time consuming. And I don't want you to spend so much time making this beautiful book when you're not doing your business. So these are some of the examples of some of the pages. It's really beautiful. You can go to that website, soulcopy.me/gutmatters. And I'll send all this in a follow-up email too, so that you have all the URLs. If you want to learn more about the ebook, and you can go to that website link. And basically it'd have your photo, your little bio. Teresa will ask you for your little bio, and your email on every page. And this is a way for you to offer this. Like, you could be out and about, you're just having a conversation. A lot of people say, how do I even start a conversation with people? Well, you listen to people, and when they start talking about things that they're experiencing, and it could be emotional, it could be physical, then you can say, I have this amazing Gut Matters ebook. If you'd like me to send it to you, give them the little URL for them, the landing page. And so they get the ebook so they can learn about the power of the gut. And then you can let them know that you'll also be getting your newsletter. It's just an easy way to start engaging with people. Okay. So a little bonus tip, because I talked about newsletters, is do not get images from Google, because they will find you. They have these little creepy crawlies on the internet. And if you steal a picture of Google without Google's permission, you will get a cease and desist, or worse, like I did, a big fine. So where I go to get my images from my newsletter is unsplash.com. It's a website with free images. They're beautiful. Now, they're associated with unsplash.com. They're associated with another paid group that I can't remember the name of them for now, but just be careful with unsplash.com. The top ones are usually free, and then down the bottom, they'll have royalty images too. I just stay up with the free zone because I use a lot of images, and I get them all from unsplash.com. There's other ones, other free image sites too, royalty-free images, but be very careful. Look at that beautiful kitty cat. I mean, the pictures are fabulous. Okay, so are you ready for the final mistake? How are we doing with time? Pretty well. Okay, the final mistake, but by no means the least important, is no call to action. So on your little workbook here, you'll say CTA is call to action. Everywhere, and this particularly is in social media, where you might do a post and you're just sharing information and there's no call to action. Call to action is so important because it helps you engage with your audience. My newsletters too, I do a call to action. Click here to read the blog in detail. I'm not just giving information, I'm directing them to find out more information. So, for example, if you have Instagram, and again, I have my Instagram account, but my goal in Instagram, can you see up the top here, is direct people to real estate I own, which is my newsletter or other things I'm doing. So on your Instagram bio, you want to put a link here to, you could put a link to your website, but I prefer to put either campsite.bio. This is a free website. Forget my name here, but just go to campsite.bio or Linktree. And this is where you're directing people to engage with you. And if you open my camps, if you click on that link in my Instagram bio, there are all of these ways to engage with me, which means off social media into Real Estate I Own, my e-newsletter, my free Gut Matters ebook, my affiliate program, my Sugar Buster, my Break Free from Sugar Cravings for Good ebook. You get the drift here. These are all things that I offer, and everybody is different, so I give a variety of ways for them to engage with me. This is campsite.bio in your bio in Instagram. So call to action. And here in your workbook, I have here, give some examples of calls to action. Join my e-newsletter. Read my blog. Join here. Click on my bio. So in Instagram, I might say, click on the link in my bio to learn more or to read my blog about this article. Comment below. Like today, I did a cute little video on Instagram about, I don't know, it just came to me that I remember my debate teacher in high school. And I was thinking about, wow, if I hadn't done debate in high school, probably would never have learned that I love to speak. And I thought, you know, some people make a big impact on your life. And I was just reflecting on that. So I just did this little reel on Instagram. And I asked a question, who's made an impact on your life? So that's a call to action versus me just talking about it. Flash sale, get my free ebook, listen to my podcast, DM me. So you can put some call to action. I tell you, sometimes I get a block when I'm doing a post and it's like, oh my gosh, what can a call to action be? So it's really good to have a list of CTAs to kind of draw on when you're in that place where you're doing a post. Okay, so there are my 5 tips. And from what I see in the polls, I can see how important some of these are to you. So to make it simple for you, this is something I've never done before. And some of you that know me might be shocked that I'm doing this, but here we go. I want you to start simply. I talked about simplicity. So a fast track to success would be that you already had a health campaign that could kickstart your business. You don't have to set up the campaign yourself. You've got it all set up for you. And I decided to offer only until this weekend, because this is such a big, I mean, it takes a lot of my time and commitment, because I take being a mentor very seriously. So you can become an affiliate for free of my Sugar Buster program. It's no cost to join. And when you become an affiliate and can promote my Sugar Buster program to your world, then what I'll do is a 30-minute discovery call with you. So the first thing is to sign up as an affiliate. And I'll see that because I'll get the email to say you signed up as an affiliate. And then I will offer a 30-minute discovery call. I mean, I assume that you would want it because it would help you in your business kind of focus here. And then you can decide if the pro affiliate program is right for you. So this is it visually. So the basic affiliate program would include the Sugar Buster program promotion. You have easy shareable links to share the Sugar Buster program and Canva templates. I talked about those. And you get a immediate 15 to 20% commission off the cost of the Sugar Buster program when someone's buying it, and it's free. And there's no expectation that you will do this in any way. Now, you're becoming an affiliate of the affiliate partnership I talked about that makes the sugar cleanse that I use, and that's USANA Health Sciences. So if you're already in USANA Health Sciences, this wouldn't fit for you. But if you're not, and you're wanting to start a simple affiliate program, this would be the one for you. And I even have a QR code. So if you have never used a QR code, you just get your phone and you click the camera icon on your phone, and you lift your phone up to this little thing until the little yellow box comes up, and you click on the yellow box, and bingo, you'll get to the sign up page. As easy as that. Simple sign up, easy, no cost, no data, personal data other than name, email, phone number. And then I'll arrange for you to have a Zoom call with me so that we can do your discovery call. And USANA Health Sciences, yes, has a sugar cleanse, has a lot of the gut products that I use as well in my gut program. It's a great affiliate partnership that I've been associated with for 18 years. So highly recommend it. And this is what the sign up page will look like when you use that QR code. I will also put in the chat box a link if it's easier for you to click on the link, and I'll certainly do that in the email follow-up. Okay, and so you will get this Sugar Buster program that you can promote. And the next one, actually, I'm going to be doing in April, because I've got a lot of travel things coming up in March. And then when we get on the discovery call, I can talk a little bit more about the Affiliate Pro, which is all the basic plus the pro. It includes the gut program, nutritional protocols, mentorship from me, team support. So it's a more extensive program, and we can certainly talk about that some more, because this is not the forum for me to talk about that. So it's the basic and the pro as the affiliate program. And it's, as I said, for the month of February, because I really want you to get started in your business in an easy way. And the affiliate program, I said in the next 2 days, I prefer you to kind of really decide in the next 2 days, because next week is the last week I'm going to have to do my discovery calls before I head out and some travel. And I've got all kinds of, March is going to be a busy month. So I'm going to stop sharing here, and I'm going to put, I'm going to put the affiliate sign up link URL, because it might be just easier. I'm going to put this in the chat box. It might be just easier to do the URL. There we go. In case you didn't get the QR code. All right. So I'm looking at the chat box, and first of all, I just have to say thank you for coming. And I love seeing you all. I love doing these where I feel like we're together in this wellness field. We all have unique gifts and talents, and that's so important to express those in ways that are authentic to you. There's enough room in this space for all of us to be shining brightly and to be successful. And I know the more of us that have successful wellness businesses, the more chance the system will shift. And that's my ultimate goal for our next generation. And this was recorded, so all of you will get a copy of the recording, because I know that I went through a lot. I'll also put a copy of the workbook in that email with the recording in case you didn't get access to it. And bye, Heidi. I see you waving. I'm glad you came. Let's see, I see lots of people have been chatting great about questions in the chat box. And let's see. Let me see, Sheila, I can have a look at the chat box.
There was one question that I noticed, and it had to do with disclaimers or something along those lines. Let me see here if I can find it.
I think maybe
we need to have a clause in our health coaching contract where the client knows we profit from those products.
Yes, I think that's always a great idea. I have a psychotherapist. This is amazing. She's an integrative psychotherapist. And in her intake form, she has a clause that says, I believe food is medicine, and I might recommend some nutritional supplements to support your goals. And I am an affiliate of some of these companies. So she makes the disclaimer in her intake form. It's right there. She lives in Texas, so it might be required of her in Texas. I don't know if it's required in every state, but I think it's a good idea to just be really open about it. I might make some recommendations, and I'm an affiliate with, and might profit financially from these in a small way. So you might want to check with your association or organization to be absolutely sure about that. Let's see, anything else? Can you explain what that is? Oh, Heidi said, can you explain what that is? Oh, I think Heidi had to go. So, Angie, do you know what she was talking about? Oh, you did, yeah. Okay. Oh, what a signature program is. Okay, yeah. It's like your signature. You know how you have a signature file under your email that's who you are, makes a statement who you are. Your signature program is a statement about who you are and what you stand for. Thank you, Sheila, you answered that. Ontraport, yeah, Ontraport is a more extensive system. A lot of people use Ontraport and love it. I just use MailChimp. But I like to keep things simple. So, but yes, a lot of people have used that. I think it is more expensive too. Let's see, any others? Oh, Joan, thank you for your inspiration. Great. So you can also, if you can also, when I send the email recording with all the links I've talked about, including the ebook, everybody can get the ebook license. It's open to all of you. So I'll put those links in the email with the recording. And then if you have any other questions, if you just want to kind of go deeper, you can answer that. You can answer me by emailing me. All right. Thanks, Sheila. I think I could buy the ebook. Is that correct? What was that one?
Well, she had asked about the Affiliate Pro program for people who are already USANA associates.
Right. So that would, right.
And that, but she can buy the ebook even though she's, yes.
Right. Yes. Fabulous. Okay. Thank you all again. Just keep connected with me. Ask me any questions when you get the follow-up email with the recording, and take off in your business. Do one or two things differently as a result of this webinar. All right, everyone. Stay safe out there. Bye. Bye, John from Down Under.
Thanks, Dr. Karen.
Bye, Sherry. Good to
Thank
see you there.
Bye.
Welcome. Bye. Oh, I have to save the chat box. That's what I have to do. Save chat. There we go.